What do you think? What do you think about Pacquiao's performance? He beat.
I only saw highlights of it, but I heard it was okay. I heard he got hit a little bit, but he did what he had to do. He won the fight.
Is he still viable in welterweight division? Like, is he still a guy that people should be trying to fight?
I think Floyd and Manny makes a lot of money, so why not? If you can make the fight, you make the fight, right?
You don't seem too interested in it.
Listen, if they make the fight, I'll watch it. I'll probably end up working it. So.
Speaking of working it, Floyd Mayweather this week, they asked him about Jim Lampley ripping PBC, and Floyd said, "I like Paulie Malignaggi."
Yeah,
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it feels good, when
everybody gives you compliments, Paulie.
Yeah.
That's why we signed him up.
It's funny to see him at HBO.
I know one thing about my commentating is I'll tell it like it is. I don't mind if anybody gets offended. I told like it is with the election, right? I mean, nobody liked me with my election talk either, right? So one thing about me, everybody's noticed about me, whether they want to say it or not, I've never changed around my opinion for anybody. You know what I'm saying? I think, and people will bring up the fact that I signed with Al Heyman after ripping Al Heyman. It was more of a situation where I saw what Golden Boy did to me, and I was grateful. They couldn't do anything longer for me. I noticed in the Broner promotion, everything was pro Broner, not pro Malignaggi or even because Malignaggi was the champion. And I said, you know what? I think Golden Boy's done enough for me. They can't. I saw the way I was treated in this promotion. I got to go to the side where I'm going to get treated better. So I made that choice. But your experiences in life will ultimately alter certain opinions and decisions. But at the end, I always tell it like it is, and I've always told it like it is. And whether people liked it or not, like I said, you look at my politics, you look at my boxing talk, you look at anything. I don't mind defending people. If it's my opinion, it's my opinion.
Your podcast's on fire. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, we have some fun with that. Peter Card's a funny guy, man. I feel like the world should get to know Peter Cards a little bit. He's a funny dude. He's the only guy that trolls block him. People troll him, and then he goes at them so much that they block him. The only guy I've ever seen in my life that trolls block him after trolls start with him.
What do you think about Broner Pacquiao? There's talk about it.
Nah, I don't like that fight. Why not? I don't like the fight. I just don't think Broner's at his best at welterweight. He's a little slow on his feet. Pacquiao has that snappy bounce to his feet. I mean, I'm not gonna wonder why Pacquiao has a snappy bounce to his feet at 37 years old, but he has a snappy bounce to his feet at 37 years old. 38 years old. I don't like I'm not really crazy about that fight.
Garcia-Thurman?
Garcia-Thurman's a good fight. Great fight.
Very good fight.
Very good fight. How do you guys see that one playing out?
You can't really count anybody out. I mean, both guys have shown ability. Both guys have shown character. Danny himself is probably going to be underdog, but he's shown a willingness and a dedication to victory, to going for the victory when being the underdog. And he's won 2 different times when he was a pretty heavy underdog against Amir Khan and against Lucas Matisse. So you can never count out Danny Garcia as much as sometimes people want to, and you can never count out Keith Thurman because he's shown to be a thunderous, explosive fighter in the welterweight division.
It's a great matchup. That's what we need. More of these sort of, Kovalev-Ward, Garcia-Thurman. These sort of fights are terrific. Big question is what happens to Mayweather and whether Mayweather and Pacquiao fight again. Because, is that still the biggest fight in boxing? I think if it is, it's a shame. It really is.
Yeah, I think that the only reason it makes the biggest fight in boxing is because it drew so much crossover attention that the crossover fans who don't really know much about boxing, the crossover sports media and fans, they'll just cover it based on the recognition the fighters have, not even understanding that there's much better fights in boxing at this point. But, if they make it, it's always good.
We'll watch it again, won't we?
You all watch it again, and it's never a bad thing when you get the eyes of the world on our sport, and a chance to kind of redeem ourselves after the first Mayweather Pacquiao.